Woodforest development is a special place. We're at the beginning of 2025, and Woodforest is mostly complete at this point. There's still some work in the commercial space up front, and there are still a few homes being built. A lot of them are the townhomes, but for the most part, things are done here. And I will humbly admit, when I first came across the Woodforest development years ago, I wasn't blown away by it. Now, I've always appreciated the architecture and the newer homes here and the fact that they left trees, but at that time, they still had a long ways to go. They had the main pool area over at Forest Island by the Palm, and there were some stores out front, and the parkways and the trees, but it felt like once you come out here, you didn't have everything you need. And now at this point, with all the stores we have out front, I really feel like you could get most of what you need there on a day-to-day basis. You know, maybe go to Costco once a week, or, you know, go down to 1488 and fill things in a little bit. But I mean, you've got your grocery store, pizza place, coffee places. There's, I think, 2 veterinarians at this point. There's even a store where you can go buy your golf cart, which is kind of part of the culture here. The developer has done an excellent job of mixing in those parts of living that was what made the Woodlands so special, with the different parks and the pools, the trails, keeping a lot of trees, mixing in the commercial space, as well as different types of living situations, from small single-family homes to townhomes to large estate homes. There's something almost for every type of a home buyer. Now, I will say prices have come up, and you may struggle as a first-time home buyer finding a home up here. It's been interesting showing different people the Woodforest neighborhood. We have people come in from out of state and they want to see the area, which is what we do when we do relocation tours for out-of-state or out-of-area people. We'll show them the Woodlands, and they'll love the Woodlands. And some people, when we bring them up to Woodforest, they immediately know that this is their place. Some people not. It just depends on your priorities, you know. Are you fixated in definitely being in the heart of the Woodlands, or do you like it up here where it's a little bit smaller community? Now, it's kind of at that sweet spot where I feel like you could probably still know a large portion of your neighbors, but it's not as big as the Woodlands. But it doesn't feel just like your tiny little development where there's a couple hundred houses. This is the Stampede Sports Complex, home to 3 soccer fields. 2 of them are league size and 1 junior size. And there's some other stuff here too. There's a basketball court over there. You can see the play area behind me, the pavilion here. And the really cool thing about it is the soccer fields, they have these massive lights over the top of them, so you can even play at night.
So one of the things that makes living in Woodforest truly incredible is the incorporation of nature into your lifestyle. As a community, Woodforest has chosen to preserve the trees and really make parks and that natural living something that you're surrounded by, unlike other communities where it almost feels like a park is an afterthought. Here they've preserved the trees, they've incorporated trails. You have your choice whether you're a 2- or 4-legged creature of parks galore. This is one incredible example. It is the Christine Allen Nature Park. So you'll have a pond and a walking trail. You'll often see people here enjoying the trails or fishing in the ponds. It's absolutely beautiful and just something that becomes a part of your way of life.
At the moment, I'm standing in front of the view at Crest Park. This is one of the newest installations at Woodforest and home to the 3rd and newest pool here at Woodforest. Woodforest has 3 pools. Montgomery has its own. At the Aquatic Center, you'll find the family pool with the slides and all the fun stuff, and the lap pool right next to it. This park, Crescent Park, is 10 acres, and in the middle of it, you find the pool and the party barn. It's an open-air pavilion that has restrooms, and it has a commercial kitchen, so that might be something you'd have access to if you did host something here. Additionally, right next to the park, there are nature trails that connects this park to the tennis courts and the Aquatic Center. In 2001, there was a former PGA pro named Steve Elkington that designed what was then called the Fish Creek Golf Club. And then years later, it was turned into a private club. So today, we have the Woodforest Golf Club, which is a 27-hole golf club that meanders in and around parts of Woodforest, with some homes being built actually right on the course. You don't have to join the golf club if you lived here. So, if you're not a golfer, don't feel like you're required to. On the other hand, people that are not residences in Woodforest, they can get memberships as well, if you can get one. I think there's a waiting list. But if you can make that happen, you're lucky. The course is consistently rated amongst the best in the greater Houston area. And this is the Palm. The Palm is the building behind me. It's right in the area called Forest Island, more or less in the heart of Woodforest. The whole area is 16 acres. It includes the aquatics complex and the basketball courts, etc. over there. The Palm itself is 5,300 square feet. It has the information center, it has offices for the HOA as well. There is a community kitchen and an event space. So if you live here and you want to throw a party, there's a place that you can reserve, and it's a nice perk for those that live here. Plus, if you come into Woodforest and you want information, you want to have a map, get questions answered, the information center is there. Or even better, take me along and I can give you a personal tour. And then, like literally about 100 feet that way, past this nice courtyard, are the swimming pools. The first one you come to is the lap pool. There are 5 lanes plus an aerobic exercise area. Next to that is the amenities pool. It's kind of a free-form pool with lounging areas around it, a 42-foot high slide tower, spray area, a baby pool. And then outside the pool, there's more of a typical playground area. And then past that, we have the basketball court, 4 tennis courts, 4 pickleball courts. It's a beautiful, peaceful complex, 16 acres right here, called Forest Island. So hop in your golf cart, throw the kids in the golf cart, whatever it is, come down to Forest Island, have your pool day, head home. Really, the golf cart thing is almost a rite of passage when you move up to Woodforest. They're very common to see. Right up front in the market area, there is a golf cart store. And then within a couple of miles of here, there's at least 2 other golf cart stores. So definitely part of living up here is the golf carts. You will see families taking them up front on the weekend to go get coffee and pizza. There are parking spots in front of the grocery store for the golf carts. It is something that the locals that live up here really, really appreciate.